where we could be alone. Between city lights, we don't have to hide. I wanna go, do you wanna follow? There's something in the air, I can't explain it, but it's there. Ain't nobody gonna find us in our secret love affair. I don't wanna have to hide no more, it shouldn't be unfair. I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? I can't understand why we can't hold hands, but they don't know what we have is real love. Aren't you sick and tired of having to hide? I know a place, do you wanna follow? There's something in the air, I can't explain it, but it's there. Ain't nobody gonna find us in our secret love affair. I don't wanna have to hide no more, it shouldn't be unfair. I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Livestream. It's going to be a good one tonight. I made the special giant ice cubes. I made the special giant ice cubes. Part of the reason I made the special giant ice cubes is that our well water is a little effed up right now. So our ice maker in our fridge, we're not drinking the ice. So I just pulled out my ice cube tray, and this is the only ice cube tray I actually own. So then I was like, well, I guess I better make a damn drink. The drink tonight is an old fashioned, for those who are keeping up. And I don't think it's unsafe for me to put my water over on this side because I cannot break my screen with this water bottle. Although I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna try. Like, I'm tempted to just throw this at the monitor, this water bottle at the monitor, just as a joke. Be like, haha, of course that could never break my monitor. But then if it did, I would be very, very sad. Oh, well. So this is the part of the live stream where I show you what's on my main screen, and I talk about how you can leave me super chats and whatnot. And I can see that Jeff Schultz already knows how to leave a super chat. Holy crap. Jeff Schultz is starting us off hot tonight, boys. Jeff Schultz with $100 super chat. That's incredibly generous. Merry Christmas, I guess, or whatever your motivation is. Thank you so much for that big donation. Not even a question or a comment, just $100. He meant to type $10. Jeff Schultz knows how to party. Yeah, by giving me $100. What does that make me? It makes me $100 richer. That's what it makes me. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you were thinking. Thank you so much for the generosity, Jeff Schultz. Am I feeling okay, Dan636? Yeah, I'm feeling great. Is the GoPro looking cloudy? It might be. I discovered something about this GoPro. So this GoPro is set to never turn off. And lately it's been turning off. And I'm having to go turn it back on again, which is confusing me. And one of the things I went to do was pull the battery out of it. And because it has a battery in it. And of course it's plugged into a charger. And I pulled the battery out because I thought maybe there's... And sure enough, if you just leave a battery in a GoPro and then you leave the GoPro on a charger up in the corner of your room for, a year or however long it's been there, the battery will puff, like insanely puff. Hang on. Is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. No, I can show you. Look at this GoPro battery. Oh, you can't see it. Look at this GoPro battery. Look at this shit. Oh my goodness. Oh, hang on. No, I got a treat for you guys. I got something new for you guys today. Hold on. Oh, hang on a second. Oh yeah, hang on. I got a treat for you. You know what my streaming setup needs? You know what it really needs more than anything else? Is another camera. Yeah. That's what it needs. Oh, shut up. Oh, man. Scene, desktop, properties. Yeah, that's why I hate USB. That's why I hate USB. There we go. I hate USB HDMI inputs. That's not good. That's not, you still can't see. You still can't see it. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I need. Oh. No. We're gonna make this right. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, hang on. Okay, that's better. Oh, yeah. Now, my point was, look at this shit. So this was inside my GoPro. Yeah. Fun, huh? Puffed. Look at that. That's what was inside my GoPro. It's going to light on fire right here on the stream in my very hands. We're just going to leave that right here. We're going to leave that right there. There we go. Put it right there. And we're just going to see if it surprises us during the stream. Okay. All right. Enough screwing around. All right. I can't go in there. Enough screwing around. It's time to get serious about the live stream. See, that's the problem with this camera. Now look. See, now my room camera is ruined. The angle from my room camera is ruined. Yeah, I guess you can't have it all. It is nice to have the... Oh, now you guys can see. I can. Oh, yeah. You can see if I clean my nails today. Dominic Clifton says, "Why was it in the bin? Don't you recycle batteries?" Ooh. No, I don't. I don't recycle batteries. You can... So, I do recycle lead batteries. I don't throw out lead batteries. Like, I have been convinced that you should keep lead out of landfills. But lithium batteries, I don't go out of my way to recycle them because as far as I can tell, they're not like bad for the environment. Now, maybe someday somebody will tell me that's different and convince me I should be. But suffice it to say, if I had to go to the Batteries Plus store to recycle every lithium battery I ever destroyed, that would be a lot of batteries. So I throw them out. Yeah. Anyway. Ho Operator. Very good to see you, my friend. Ho Operator with a $2 super chat. What would make my OSD blink ridiculously fast? Having the wrong Ntsc or PAL setting. So go into the OSD tab and choose Ntsc or PAL. It's mismatched what the camera is. Fair enough? So you got a PAL camera with the OSD set to Ntsc or vice versa. JC Cantrell, thank you for a $10 super chat. Please take a minute to explain to me why the digital Air Unit and Vista has significant pixelation at odd places in the goggles. JC, it's because you have focus mode turned on. And that causes the edges of the screen to get pixelated when the center of the screen isn't. It's because you have focus mode turned on. Go into the transmission tab, the transmission menu in your goggles, turn off focus mode. I personally don't use focus mode. I prefer to not have it. Oh, damn it! He says he's not flying in focus mode. Then it's just the algorithm doing its thing. That's all I got. It's just some things get pixelated and some things don't. It decides how best to do that. Dominic Clifton recycles every battery. Dominic, you're a better person than I am, I guess. Which, I mean, that's hardly surprising, isn't it? That Dominic Clifton's a better person than I am. I mean, a lot of people would have just seen that coming. People think, because I spend a lot of time helping people with their quads, that makes me a good person. No, it makes me an insecure person. It means I'm so in need of validation that I'll make a career out of helping people answer questions at all hours of the day and night, so that they will tell me how great I am. Not because of like narcissism, although some might accuse me of narcissism. I don't know who they would be. I can't remember their names or anything. It's just somebody with once upon a time there was someone else saying that. I don't know who it was. Yeah. Anyway. Dominic Clifton, better than me. He recycles batteries. I shouldn't throw this in the trash, though. Not this battery. This battery is currently fully... That was a mistake. This battery, right now, is fully charged and super puffy. I do discharge them before I put them in the trash. But this one probably shouldn't go in the trash. Or not inside, not in the house. All right, we're going to leave that right there. Morton Upshot, I figure you were compensating for some terrible thing you did as a young person. Something like that. Oh, I'm not going to poke it. Poke it. Gardner Smith, wow. Thank you so much for a $75 super chat. A Christmas present for all the help you give me. Thank you so much. That's so generous. If I keep getting giant super chats, I'm going to have to spread some of the Christmas love with some kind of a giveaway. You know what it means when I'm drinking on stream. It means that we're doing giveaways. If people are freaking gonna already giving me $175 in donations, that's big. That's big. Marcin Samocha says, please someone tell me it's okay to fly analog. Any video I see or wherever I go, I just see the downsides of analog. I don't have the budget for digital yet, but it's eating me from the inside. Marcin Samocha, you have... Take the anxiety... You cannot let yourself be driven by anxiety over what you don't have. It's difficult. It's so difficult, too, because... It's a habit in a lot of cultures, and I don't presume to know what culture you're a part of, but The fact that you're feeling that anxiety, you're seeing other people with digital and you're like, oh, I have to have it. The thing is that won't go away when you get digital. That tendency to feel anxiety over what you don't have and what other people have that's better than you that's a habit in and of itself that is independent of what you have. So if you get DJI, you won't suddenly, now everything's okay and I don't need anything ever again. You'll just fixate on some other thing that you want. It's like the tendency, like there's a stereotype. I once upon a time I played guitar more frequently than I do now. I hate to say that I'm no longer a guitarist. I still own guitars and I could still take them down and play them. I don't play them very often, but I once was more of a guitarist. And there's people who are just always out to buy the next guitar, and it's like, stop, just play the instrument that you have now, right? Think about those blues musicians who had one beat to shit guitar and made great music. Take the quads you fly now, enjoy them. Don't let the fact that other people have digital and you don't stress you out and fill you with anxiety, and then ruin your enjoyment. That's the thing. You're letting the anxiety over what you don't have ruin the enjoyment of what you do have, and that's just no way to live. It's no way to live. Right? And then eventually maybe you get something nice. You get DJI. It doesn't mean that you don't want something different or want something better, but you just can't. Today you have an analog quad. Somewhere out there, and this is not a hypothetical, there's people in my inbox, people from countries, from very poor countries. And I'm not stereotyping here. I'm not making up. I'm literally just telling you a story of what's in my inbox. There's people from very poor countries who are begging for a quadcopter of any kind. They just want to fly, and they can't afford one because the exchange rate for their currency, and they're so poor that they just can't buy one. You have a quadcopter. Go fly it. Enjoy it. Love it. And if you want to hyperfixate on the next big thing, more power to you, but don't let it ruin your enjoyment of the thing you've got now. That's the key. All right. Ian Madstech says, please send me a drone. Yes, that's what they say. Oh. Alrighty. Here's what we got going on. Over here on the left side of the screen are you beautiful people. You beautiful people in the chat. I'm going to be taking your questions. Over there on the right side of the screen are the even more beautiful, beautifulest people. My patrons over in the Discord server. This is the part where they fill it up with GIFs. This Discord server. Oh, there's Dominic Clifton over there as well. Good to see you. This Discord server is one of the best places in FPV. No offense to any other places in FPV. There's so many great people here. Smart, helpful, attractive people. And it's a privilege to have so many great people decide that they want to cluster around my server. If you want to join them, you can join my Patreon. Link in the video description. You can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $2 a month. Or more if you feel like I've earned it. It's totally up to you. In the meantime, if you want to also make double sure that I see your question, hit the $ down here and leave a super chat. I'll get to your questions. Jake H, $5 to stab the battery with something sharp. So Jake, if I was going to light this battery on fire on a live stream, I would take way more than $5 to get me to do it. But don't think that if you give me a large enough super chat that I'll stab this battery on stream, because like I'm literally in my house. Like I would need to take like a phone outside or something and stab it out on the porch, which I'm not set up to do. And that's not going to happen. So no offense there. But I appreciate your $5 donation. If your battery does this, that's a bad sign. That means it's too puffy. If you can spin your battery like a roulette wheel, it's too puffy. Hey, what were those Those little toys you spin and battle when we were kids. Remember those? Burn the house down. Yeah, I'm not lighting my house on fire. I'm not filling my office full of smoke for any amount of super chats. Sorry. Anyway. And certainly not $5, but Beyblades. There you go. This GoPro battery is my new Beyblade. Oh. Well, you got to think about what I got to do. Let's do a giveaway. Not yet. Not yet. It's too early in the stream to do a giveaway. But with $175 in super chats and Christmas just around the corner, got to think about a giveaway. I mean, I'll take it out in the driveway and stab it with something for free. You don't need to super chat me for that. I do need to discharge it somehow. I bet it wouldn't do anything interesting. All right. Welcome to the live stream. Blaze more likes. Thank you, Franklin Murphy, for $6.99 Canadian dollars. Give away the GoPro battery. I'm pretty sure that it's not okay for me to ship this through the mail. Oh, here we go. All right. We got a legitimate question. Hi, JB. I recently switched radios from the X9D to the TX16S, and it feels like I have a ton more lag. Are there any settings I can change in the radio or Betaflight to make it feel more responsive? Yep. In fact, let me get my radio out, and I'm going to use my camera that I just set up for my live stream. This is why I set this up for this. This little thing has always been here. This has been here. I use it for shooting videos, but it's usually not set up for live streams. But today I set it up because I wanted to be able to do stuff like this. Whoop! And now you see what we got? Isn't that great? We can just you switched to the TX16S and now it feels like there's a ton more. Oh, I have a problem. Hold on a second. Can I flip this? Properties. Let's see. Properties. Flip vertically. Is that going to work? I think I want flip horizontal. Do we flip vertical? No, that's not any better. Damn. Shoot. How can I fix this? Oh, I can just rotate it. Of course. Of course. Hold on. Sorry, guys. We got a little bit of a... Oh, no. Here we go. Properties. I don't want flip vertical. All I want to do is... I want to go to the desktop. And I just want to rotate it. Right-click, transform, flip, rotate 180 degrees. Yeah! Woohoo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It could be a little brighter. We could turn that exposure up just a little bit. There we go. Now we got something going on. Okay. So, going back to the question about lag. Oh, hang on. No, that's not. There we go. What you're going to do is you're going to hit the sys key. You're going to long press the sys key. That's going to take you to the tools menu, and you're going to page to radio setup. Is it in radio setup? Is that where ADC filter is? No, wait. Or is it in hardware? My bad. You're going to page to hardware, and at the bottom of hardware, there is the ADC filter option. So turn that off. Turn that off, and that will decrease the latency significantly. That may be what you're feeling. You may have had that turned off already on your old radio, and it's on by default on your new on OpenTX. I think it's off in EdgeTX. So just go to EdgeTX, I guess is a good way to think about it. See, wasn't that nice? Just boom. Now I got the desktop. I can demo stuff. Mr. Z says, good Lord, JB, change the damn wallpaper. Which wallpaper? My desktop wallpaper? I'm keeping the same music forever. I'm keeping the same wallpaper forever. For a long time. Unseeing Whale in the Discord. Thank you so much for being a patron, Unseeing Whale. Unseeing Whale says, I recently got the iFlight LED race wire. All total, there are 40 LEDs between the 4 arms. Do I just need to wire them in parallel instead of series since Betaflight supports 32? Unseeing Whale, when you're wiring up LEDs, when they are wired in series, they add up the numbers. So Betaflight supports 32 LEDs. The first LED in the string is going to be LED 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you get to the end of the strip, right? And then you solder up another strip using the DI and DO pads, right? Those are going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you wire LED strips in parallel, the 2 parallel LED strips share numbers. So what that means is that, let's say you've got a quad and you've got 4 arms on the quad, and you've got 4 LED strips, and you wire those LED strips in parallel with each other, all 4 of them. You're going to have LED 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all 4 of the arms are going to be the same because they're in parallel. Okay? So if you need, since Betaflight only supports a maximum of 32 LEDs, if you need to do 40 LEDs, you have to put some of them in parallel. You won't be able to address them. And what I would suggest you do is you put all 4 arms in parallel with each other, and you won't, let's say you wanted to individually address the front and the rear arms. So you could have, let's say you fly line of sight. So you want red in the back and green in the front, hypothetically. Well, then you would have the 2 front arms in parallel with each other, and then the 2 back arms in parallel with each other, and the 2 back arms in series with the front arms. So you would have a total of 20 addressable LEDs, where 1 through 10 would be the front arms, and 11 through 20 would be the rear arms. You follow that? Okay, I hope that was helpful in seeing well. Mr. Eddie Nunez says, how are those gimbals? How are those gimbals? Are they worth the $150? Eddie, whenever somebody asks, is it worth it to me? I always sort of hesitate because, like, if you ask Elon Musk, is it worth spending $150 on these gimbals? He doesn't give a shit, right? He spent $150 and not even notice. On the other hand, you know, if you're working, if you're a teenager working at fast food, $150, it might be 10 hours of your work, might be more. You go, well, shoot, am I willing to work like a whole 10-hour shift just to get these gimbals? I don't know. So they are very good gimbals. I don't know if someone who was a real gimbal snob would say that they compare to something like Futaba or Spectrum gimbals. I am not a gimbal snob, so I like them, and I think they are definitively better than the Hall effect gimbals. I don't know if they're better than like the FreeSky. What are they? The M9 gimbal or whatever from FreeSky. That's a tougher one. They're the best gimbals you can get in a Radio Master jumper style radio. Whether it's worth it to you to pay $150 for them, I don't know. And I can't say, like, would I pay $150 for them? That's tough because, like, I just call all this stuff a business expense and then just swipe credit cards and make a video. And then, I'm like, I had to make a video about it. So I'm not sure. Only you can decide. I will say, though, they are noticeably better than the stock gimbals. They're very good. And I think a lot of people would consider them worth $150. Is my throttle squishy when I push it down? Asks JRFPV. No, not at all. And that's one of my favorite things about these gimbals. Like the AGO, these are the AG01 gimbals from Radio Master. Look, watch. Do you see that it's not moving at all? Oh, okay, just the tiniest bit. I mean, like, there's, objects still have flex, but do you see how rigid that is? Like, I'm really pushing on it. And it's just barely moving, right? Yeah. They get rid of a lot of that flex. They're very, very nice. Malachite of Methuselah. What a great username. Thank you for a $10 super chat. What would make my BLV3 overheat at the PH2 connector and say the battery dies in under a minute, but it flies normally otherwise? I mean, usually anytime you've got heating, that indicates there's a short circuit. And the battery life is super short, which is the battery is... So you've got a short circuit in that PH2 connector. It's not a dead short or the quad wouldn't even power up, but I would probably desolder that connector and replace it. Malachite of Methuselah. That's what I would do. Meat says if you look at the markings at the base of the gimbal, you can see they aren't moving even though the stick is flexing. Is that true? Let's keep using this awesome little camera I set up. Yeah, so you can see this marker right here, right? And you can see that when I push on it, yeah, it's not moving. You're right. The stick is flexing just a little, but that marker is showing that the gimbal just isn't moving. And that's one of the easiest ways to demonstrate how much higher quality these gimbals are than the stock gimbals, because the stock gimbals have a lot of flex. And these just have no flex. Yeah, I guess we could also just power the radio up. Duh. We could just power the radio up. And you can see my throttle channel. As I push on the stick, the throttle channel just doesn't move. Although if you calibrate correctly, you can make that happen on any radio. Pretty good. What about my stick ends? Good question. These stick ends are from thumbgrippies.com. But they are, I don't know if they've actually started selling these yet. They're a prototype stick end that they sent. I ordered a bunch of stick ends from them to try them out, and they included these prototype ones. These are supposed to be for thumbing, for hybrid pinch rather, or pinch, and I've been trying them out. So, yeah. I'm actually think I'm going to do a stick end video, because there's some new stick ends from 533 as well. There's some new stick ends from 533, the Rip Sticks. I got to try these at the... Not this one. No, hang on. Where's the other one? I got to try these, the Min Chan Kin version, at the Tiny Whoop race. Evan showed them to me, and I actually think I might like these better, but I'm going to try them out. Oh. Benji! Benji says, what shitty questions? Let's talk real stuff. Okay, Benji, ask a question, bro. Give me some good content. Oh my goodness, Benji. We still got to figure out what our giveaway is going to be. It's Christmas. I got big super chats. I got to do a giveaway. Got to do some kind of a giveaway. What should it be? What should it be? No promises. Make suggestions in the chat. If they're unrealistic, I'm not going to do them. You could try. You could try. Dingles in the Discord. Oh wait, before Dingles in the Discord, hold on. There was a message in the Discord from Derail70 in the Discord. Just joined your Patreon yesterday. Been watching for a while, and I appreciate your work and info. Thank you so much, Derail70, for joining the Patreon. Really appreciate it. Dingles says, does anyone here use Express LRS and not flash the transmitters and receivers? I've never flashed my transmitter, and it works great. No issues. Dingles. I saw a Facebook thread this morning that might have been you. Dingles, I don't know if it was you, but this guy on Facebook was like asking, I think it was in the Beginner to FPV Facebook group. It was like, does anybody else not flash their Express LRS receivers? And people were like, yeah, well, I mean, you should flash it. And then he was like, well, I've never flashed it. I don't know why you have to. And he was just basically arguing with everybody. Like, he asked, do you do it? And then everybody said, yeah, I flash it. And he was like, well, I don't know. Dingles, most people who fly Express LRS flash the transmitter and receiver because they want to keep up with the development. They prefer to use binding phrases because it simplifies. And the thing is, they're not They don't find flashing to, like, be a hassle, right? They don't find flashing to be a hassle. So they're just like, yeah, okay, I'm going to flash him. Now, if it works for you, more power to you. But, ooh, wrong way. FPV says give away a set of those gimbals. That's not a bad idea. Of course, people might not have a TX16S. That's the only downside. Phantom FPV. Good to see you, my friend. Your quadcopter is... I told Phantom FPV I'd get his quadcopter in the mail back to him today. The big question that has to be asked is, if it's sitting in my mailbox at the end of my driveway, but I didn't get it down there fast enough to beat the mailman. Mailman came early today. Usually they come around 3, 4 o'clock. Today, when I got down there at 2 o'clock, the mail had already come. Does it count as being in the mail? Did I get it in the mail today, or did I miss the mail? It's a philosophical debate. We could debate it. QASJB frame. It's a thought. We could all use a Vista. Could we? Or a pre-ordered Radiomaster Zorro. Interesting. Kiss Ultra. I can't give away a Kiss Ultra because no one can buy a Kiss Ultra. I would give away a Kiss Ultra. No one can buy them. I could just give you $50 and you could spend it on a Kiss Ultra whenever. That's not fun though. MK asks, do you consider the ExpressLRS binding phrase to be a security risk? People should consider using complex passphrases. MK, in theory, if someone else was using your binding phrase, it would be a risk. I don't know about a security risk per se, but certainly it could create problems. Like I've shown myself using the binding phrase know-it-all on stream before. Well, in theory, someone could flash their module with know-it-all, and then what? What's the worst case scenario? I'm willing to bet that ExpressLRS devs are smart enough that if the quad powers up and attaches to the module, if you power up a second module, it doesn't like interfere. I'm willing to bet it just stays latched on. So in theory, at power up time, they could have control of your quad. I'm not sure there's as much risk as you really think it is. Brandon RC says, who's ever closer wins. So Brandon RC is Brandon RC is closely involved with the development of ExpressLRS. What he's telling us is that if at the time that the drone powers up, there are 2 modules with the same binding phrase, the one that has the higher signal strength wins. So even then, if somebody else is using your binding phrase, the chances of it being a problem seem minimal. Now, here's the thing. I was talking to a store that builds bind and fly quads the other day and suggested that they start putting ExpressLRS on the menu. And I said, you know, you would need a version of your own firmware. You would flash the receiver, you would test fly the quad, and then you better not ship the quad out with your binding phrase, your store's binding phrase that you used to test fly. Because then they'd be sending all these modules out there with the same binding phrase, and that seems like a problem. Dominic Clifton is saying he doesn't think it's just at power up. Is it just at power up, Brandon RC? Or is it anytime? Will the ExpressLRS receiver switch modules in mid-flight? That seems really... I'm surprised if that's the case. Because I'm sure that the module itself has a unique identifier that's distinct from its binding phrase. Madstech says anytime. Really? Really? So at any time, if another module shows up with a higher signal strength and the same binding phrase, the receiver will switch. That's surprising. That's interesting. Ian Madstech says it's messy, but it does happen. Joseph S. wants to know, what's the advantage of a binding phrase versus model match? Joseph, the binding phrase just controls which receivers will bind to which modules, okay? Model match controls which models in the radio can be loaded when you're bound to which receiver. So, once again, taking advantage of my new... Hello, power up, please. My newly set up camera. If I go select model, okay, let's say I've got a receiver out there and it's in a certain aircraft and it's bound. The binding phrase means that it's bound to the radio. Right here. No, this is not ExpressLRS, this is Crossfire. Ignore that for the moment. The binding phrase controls whether I'm bound between the module and the receiver. Model match controls which of these models can be loaded when I'm bound to that specific receiver. So that's the difference between bind phrase and model match. They perform a different task. They don't perform the same task. So you could always leave the binding phrase empty and bind using the clickety-clickety-clickety. That's kind of a pain in the ass. I do like having the binding phrase. You could always just generate a random passphrase. Also, that's easy. Death Before Disarm FPV says, I've been out of FPV since 2018. What are some game changers I need to know about? All right, chat. Help me out with this one. Since 2018, what are some game changers that we need to know about? DJI, obviously. ExpressLRS. Crossfire was around. Ghost. Dominic Clifton points out, if you have two quads powered on with the same binding phrase, they both receive control signals. Yeah, no, that's always how binding has worked. I'm talking about a scenario where there's two modules, though. DJI, HD0, ExpressLRS. Tracer? Yeah. HD0. Bidirectional D-Shot. Digital FPV. Radio Master is a great radio. I don't know if that's a game changer. You basically just have to start from scratch. You know what you should do? You should go over to my website, fpvknowitall.com, home of the ultimate FPV shopping list. And you can just spend some time browsing around there, looking at suggestions for gear. You know what hasn't changed since 2018? I'm still around. 20 by 20 flight controllers are much bigger. That's true. Ooh, I could give away t-shirts. I could give away... That's a good idea. I could give away t-shirts. That's not a bad idea. Where's my... I have a Teespring store with t-shirts. We could give away some t-shirts. I'd give away a lot of t-shirts. Well, a few. That's not a bad idea. Maybe a hoodie. That's not a bad idea. I'll think about it. What's the benefits of ExpressLRS compared to TBS Crossfire? If you're happy with Crossfire, then I don't think there's a lot of benefit. There are small differences in performance, but a lot of people who are happy with Crossfire, there's no reason to just rip all... what I'm saying is there's no reason to just rip all your receivers out and switch, unless you just really want to. ExpressLRS is the big reason I think why people would choose ExpressLRS is performance wise. Ghost has similar performance to ExpressLRS in terms of latency. So ExpressLRS is less expensive. And it's just a fun ecosystem with fast development and devs who pay attention and do things quickly. Override says ExpressLRS is basically just a cracked version of Crossfire. Tracer is the new shit. Oh, is Tracer the new shit? Okay. What do you mean ExpressLRS is a cracked version of Crossfire? That's, wow. I mean, you couldn't be more off there. ExpressLRS does use Crossfire on the wire. That's true. In the air, ExpressLRS and Crossfire are very, very different. So it's just open source Crossfire, right? No, not at all. No, not at all. Absolutely not. It uses Crossfire between the receiver and the flight controller, and between the module and the radio. It does use Crossfire protocol for that. That is true. In the air, the actual wireless part, you know, the part that's actually important, that part is completely different. That's completely different. Tracer is faster and more efficient. No, definitely not true. Tracer is absolutely not more efficient. Override. You're way out of line there. Just wrong. If Tracer is more efficient, then why does ExpressLRS go further at 10 milliwatts? I don't know how the numbers break down. ExpressLRS goes way further than Tracer. Why does Tracer have to go up to 100? Go up to 1 watt to get decent range? Speed-wise, it uses more power because it's better. Okay, keep up with that. Why is it better? Because it uses more power. Okay, let's actually pin this down. Tracer uses Crossfire in the air. ExpressLRS does not. Crossfire has very big data packets. It carries a lot of information. So Crossfire carries all channels in every data packet. It carries telemetry in every data packet. It has lots of room for things like MavLink telemetry. Crossfire has gigantic data packets compared to ExpressLRS. Crossfire is way less efficient than ExpressLRS, but it does more. Okay? Because Crossfire has much bigger packets than ExpressLRS, in order for Tracer to get 250 hertz, it has to use FLRC modulation. FLRC modulation is faster, but has less sensitivity than low-raw modulation, which is used by ExpressLRS. So Tracer is less efficient. For example, ExpressLRS doesn't put all the telemetry sensors in every data packet. It carries them, well, I don't know the details. I'm not going to try and characterize the details and get it wrong. But it uses some compression to be able to send the telemetry sensors, spread them out over multiple packets. It's more efficient. Therefore, it can get more data through with less power. So, 1 watt equals 5 miles on Tracer. Yeah, 1 watt equals 200 miles on ExpressLRS, or whatever. Now, it's probably more than most people need. I'm not trying to shit on Tracer. I'm just saying you got to be realistic. TBS wants to tell you that Tracer is the new shit. And, it's cool that it's doing what it's doing, but it's also cool that ExpressLRS is doing what it's doing. But LoRa is coming to Tracer. That is true, Quad Doc. TBS has said that they're releasing LoRa for Tracer. Wonder why they would do that if Tracer is so good. Probably because people like me whine about it. And who cares about power level on dynamic setting? Good question. I care about output power, because if I'm transmitting at 1 watt because I'm using tracer and I have to transmit at 1 watt to get decent range, number one, the battery on my controller is going to die faster. Number two, I'm going to hear buzzing I'm going to create electrical interference in things that are nearby to me. That's more of an issue with 900 megahertz, but it can be an issue with 2.4 gigahertz. Also, when I transmit at 1 watt with tracer, I am raising the noise floor for everyone else in the band with me. I don't have scientific data to support this, so I should shut the fuck up. Oh, sorry. Sorry for swearing on stream, family. Cover your kids' ears, parents. I don't have scientific data to support this, but I'm not alone in thinking that when tracer is transmitting at 1 watt, it increases the noise floor in the 2.4 gigahertz band, and it means it's more likely that other 2.4 gigahertz transmitters who are nearby are going to have a failsafe. So yeah, in general, it's a good idea in RF communication to use the least amount of power necessary to accomplish your link margin. And tracer blasting at 1 watt, maybe you're fine with it. Maybe you don't care. But there is absolutely a benefit to using less power if you prefer to. If you can. All right. All right, we're out of liquor now. I just don't like it when people are like, the new thing from TBS is the new best ever. And then the ExpressLRS devs like put their heart and soul into this project, and then fanboys are just like, that's dumb. This is the best thing ever. Like, show some respect. Show some respect where it's deserved, which in the case of ExpressLRS, it is. Oh, we got some super chats coming in. I was too busy ranting. Is Dragon Link still a thing? Asks Super Deluxe. I don't know why anybody would use Dragon Link today, Super Deluxe. Now, somewhere out there, there's a Dragon Link pilot who is very angry that I'm saying that. But the whole point of Dragon Link was Dragon Link was a 400 megahertz control link. Obviously, you could get infinite range on 400 megahertz, but I think that these days you can get more range than you probably need on Crossfire or ExpressLRS or Ghost. And the key thing that makes those protocols so great is the tight integration with the FPV community, right? So, like, I don't think that you're going to get that from Dragon Link. That tight integration. Like, does Dragon Link support the Betaflight Lewis script? I don't know. Probably not. PDFPV, thank you for a $5 super chat. What's the best antennas for DJI V2 goggles to work with Vistas? I mean, the stock antennas are very good. The main thing about the stock V2 antennas that I don't like is if you are not using the DJI FPV drone, then they are dual band antennas and you don't need that. So you would want to get a single band 5.8 gigahertz antenna like the iFlight Crystal. I would put the iFlight Crystal on all my V2 antennas, on all my DJI V2 goggles. Dominic Clifton says there's still the penetration issue. I'm not sold on that, Dominic, and you're a smart guy, so I hesitate to disagree with you on stream because you'll be like, no, you're dumb, and then I'll turn out to look dumb. The thing is, penetration and range are the same thing, generally. There are a few exceptions, like, for example, in the 2.4 gigahertz band, water specifically absorbs the 2.4 gigahertz band particularly. There's an absorption spike right around 2.4 gigahertz. So if you have a lot of water that you need to go through, you're going to see a big jump in the attenuation if you're using 2.4 gigahertz. Okay. But in general, if you have two links And and one of the links goes twice as far as the other link, like 900 megahertz versus 2.4 gigahertz or something. It will also penetrate twice as much, right? So if you have more range than you need on 2.4 gigahertz LoRa, you probably also have more penetration than you need. It's true that 400 megahertz will penetrate more than, like if you were trying to do, here's what you might argue. If you're trying to do long range flying and you need to fly, you can't just climb to get clear Fresnel zone. Probably you're going to get better range out of 400 megahertz than you would out of 900 or especially 2.4, because those lower frequencies are going to be more able to kind of go over the hills and around the obstacles or through the obstacles. That's fair. Most of the time, though. Humidity, Karakin FPV, humidity in the air is completely negligible until you get to links that are like satellite links. Humidity, even like torrential rain in the air, is a very, very small amount of absorption. PDFPV, thanks for another $5 super chat. Levy Dieterman, thank you for a $20 super chat. I use a FreeSky QX7 and it's very faulty. Ouch. I'm looking to upgrade to either the TBS Mambo or the TX16X Max for Crossfire. If you're going Crossfire, I don't know why you would buy the TBS Mambo. Why wouldn't you buy the Tango? I'm obviously a fan of the TX16S Max. It's my daily driver. With the AGO1 gimbals, I feel like it's a very, very good radio. The Mambo is an okay radio, but the main reason to buy it is if you use Tracer and you want Tracer built in. That's my personal opinion. Thank you, Chris B, for a $2 super chat. Simping for JB, lol. D3FPV, thanks for a $5 super chat. Oh, I should do signed t-shirts as a giveaway. That's not a bad idea. I think that's a good idea. Signed t-shirts. At the end of the stream, it's 9 o'clock now. We're 1 hour into, we're halfway through the stream. At the end of the stream, like in the last 15 minutes or so of the stream, we'll do a giveaway in appreciation of the Christmas season and the couple of big super chats that came in. I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to give them away. RFs, who said that? Epicness. Epicness. Oh, don't make me. Epicness says RF signals cannot bend. They can only penetrate things. Is that so? RF signals cannot bend? You sure about that? You sure RF signals can't bend? Because there's this little phenomena called refraction. You might be familiar with it. Where RF signals bend. Oh, haha. Oh, of course RF signals bend when they go between two media of different propagation speed. But I mean, when moving within a single medium. Really? Because can I introduce you to our friend Mr. Diffraction? Where RF signals bend when they cross over, when they pass an edge that is sharp relative to the wavelength, which also causes RF signals to bend. So, yeah, RF signals can totally bend. Yeah, they can bend. That's bouncing, not bending. No, it isn't. Refraction and diffraction definitely aren't bouncing. All right. They can totally bend. Miguel T, thank you for a $10 super chat. I just purchased the DJI remote. I already had the V2 goggles. Some quads, the remote takes forever to connect, keeps beeping for several seconds until it connects. Others, it connects immediately. Update the firmware on all of them? That's about all I got. Update the firmware on all of them. I'm going to guess you've got older firmware. That's my only guess. ETFPV, thanks for a $5 super chat. Give away your Radio Master. No, not going to happen. Chrysostomos Stivaktas, thank you for 10 Australian dollars. He says, hey, I'm ready to upgrade to my next transmitter, and I'm debating if I should go all out with a Radio Master or should I wait a bit to see if another good radio is coming out. Chrysostomos, I don't know what your budget is, but the Minchan, the $500 Minchan Kim Radio Master is probably one of the best OpenTX radios you can buy today. That isn't a Free Sky Horus radio running their special. I guess that's not OpenTX anymore. Yeah, so Radio Master TX16S Max with the AGO1 gimbals is really solid. Radio Master is always working on new radios, right? Like there's a new CNC metal faceplate version of the TX16S that the Minchan Kim radio is the first example of. But you usually can buy aftermarket parts for Radio Master and sub them out if you really want to. So JD's Flying Canuck, thank you for 5 Canadian dollars. Did you check out Sure Shot Arborist tool to fetch those drones out of trees? Did I? What's the Sure Shot? Did I check this out? Sure Shot Arborist supplies. Yeah, the Big Shot. Now I use the Big Shot line launcher. Sure Shot line launcher. Shoulder Shot. I tried that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about this? I didn't try this exact one. I tried something. Oh, it uses a 22 caliber blank. Jeez. Okay. That's hot. No, I didn't try that. Thank you, Chris B, for a $5 super chat. I'm not going to read it because it has cursing in it. And I'm going to try not to descend into Ciati's level of cursing on stream. I did try a slingshot, JD's Flying Canuck. The new CNC Radio Master would be a great gift. Yeah, I didn't get that many super chats at the beginning of the stream, though. That's for sure. I got about $150 of super chats at the beginning of the stream, $175. I'm not giving away a $500 radio. Gonna say no. Gonna say no on that one. No offense. My accountant's gonna say no on that one. Did I see Slat FPV's new video? No. Is it good? Is it good? Does he turn left? Let's see here. What's this new video? Apollo IE Zinger Racing on Track. 3D printed. This is a... I'm not sure this is a great title. I'll tell you that. I don't know what that title means. What's an Apollo IE Zinger? Is this the one? Should I click this one? Ooh, Super Deluxe coming in with a $100 super chat. Uh-oh, we're up to $275 now. Am I allowed to keep any of these, or should I just do it all as a giveaway? Oh my god, am I not subscribed to Slat? Wow, my bad. Sorry, Slat. I definitely want to be subscribed. I'm not hitting the bell, though. I don't hit the bell for anybody. You guys should totally hit the bell for me, though. Flying a roller coaster. He doesn't like bot grinder. Freestyle fiends. Which video is it? Oh, it's SFPV. I assumed SFPV was short for Slat. Is that not true? Sorry, Slat. You're done. You're out of here. Here, how about SFPV? Is this the guy? Is this who you're talking about? Street League Spec Racing. Oh, you guys are trying to get me to... Yeah. You guys are trying to get me to watch some Street League content. DU4FPV points out that I only get 60% of the super chats. That's true. These super chats, YouTube is keeping a gigantic chunk of these super chats. So thank you for your generosity. Sir Lancelot 178 says, "Is there a simple way to get PWM from ELRS?" Oops, I mistyped it, but I bet it's going to get it right. Yes. What you want is this, the Maytech Crossfire to PWM converter. It gives you 6 PWM channels out, and you hook it up to the Crossfire output of your Express LRS, and there you go. That's the answer, Sir Lancelot. Override, if you are a Tracer user and you're looking forward to LoRa being unlocked on Tracer so you can get longer range if you prefer it, you should thank the Express LRS team for that, because I guarantee you that wouldn't happen without Ghost and, I think more significantly, Express LRS putting pressure on TBS. Scode FPV says, "I can't get Crossfire working on my Flywoo Goku F411 V2.1. I've tried switching the TX and RX wires and double-checked the UART settings in Betaflight." So first of all, don't just switch the wires. Check that the wires are correct. Now, we're not going to do that on a live stream, but if you email me a picture of the wiring, I'll check the wiring, and I'll tell you if it's right. After that, the next thing I would probably have you do is I would check your ports tab. So send a picture of that. And then after that, we would probably try a different UART just to see if there was something wrong with your flight controller. DU4FPV says, "Why don't we just use donations via a link in the description instead of super chats so that YouTube doesn't get a cut?" Can you understand that it might be against the YouTube terms of service for me to intentionally give you a link that you could use to send me money and bypass YouTube getting their cut? I would never do that. I'm not doing that. That's so against the terms of service to encourage people to not give YouTube their cut. Now, I won't encourage you to do that. I mean, there are ways to give me money that aren't part of YouTube. But at least here on the live stream, leave them super chats, guys. YouTube provides a valuable service and deserves their cut. Super Deluxe with another $100 super chat. My God. What are we up to? Oh my God. What the F? $480 in chat revenue. Now, hang on. Just to be clear here. Just to be clear here. YouTube keeps about 30%. Oh, God. Super Deluxe is blowing up the damn Super Deluxe. Super Deluxe with another $100. Jeez. Got to give Super Deluxe a plug. Super Deluxe FPV with $300 in super chats. That's good enough for me to give you a plug on stream. If you had any products, I would love to plug them for you. That's incredibly generous. Here's your merch. Get a Super Deluxe t-shirt, battery straps. Okay, it's not a lot, but Super Deluxe is financing all these super chats with selling hats and battery straps, as near as I can tell. So kudos. Thank you so much for your generosity, man. So we are up to, what are we up to? 582. Sheesh, Merry Christmas. 582 times 0.7. That's how much I'm going to keep. $400. Well, I feel like with $400 on the line, like, now we can't just like do a t-shirt giveaway, right? Should we just give away, like, I don't know, 10 t-shirts? $400 in t-shirts? I don't know. Let's see. Hang on. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a poll. What should we give away? One big thing to one winner. A bunch of smaller things to more winners. Okay? Oh. A bunch of smaller things. Ask your community. We're going to do a poll here. I'm putting up a poll in the chat. Should we give away one big thing or a few smaller things? Super Deluxe with another $100 super chat. Sheesh. You win. You win. You are the most generous guy in the stream right now, for sure. We should give away Super Deluxe merch. Just give the money right back to him. Super Deluxe hat, limited edition to everyone. Super Deluxe has given away $400 so far. That's crazy. Super Deluxe hats for everyone. Yeah. Well, this stream is no longer a Q&A stream. It's just a giveaway stream. He's going to dispute the charges later. Debate, yeah, it's not impossible. Let's see here. Merry holidays. Thank you. Happy holidays to Super Deluxe. Jason Aviator in the Discord says, man, it's a nice hat, but $50 for a ball cap? You don't say anything bad about Super Deluxe in my stream, Jason Aviator. Don't you do it. Jason Aviator? Hang on a second. Jason Aviator, do you know what I can do? That's what I'm calling you. I'm renaming you. Thank you, Riat9, for 420 Australian. I appreciate your donation, man. It'll go to a good cause. All right. I think we are going to give away the super chats from this stream. Oh my God. It's I can't believe it. It's up to 685. 685 times, what's 70% of that? 685 times 0.7. It's up to $500. Almost $500. Man, that's crazy. Look under your chair. You get a quad. You get a quad. You get a quad. All right, well, we should probably, I mean, I guess I can't start the giveaway because the number could get bigger. Like at this point, all anybody's thinking about is the giveaway. So how's the poll going? The poll says we should give away a bunch of smaller things. J.R. Bosch is commenting on the 30% YouTube tax. The thing is, J.R. Bosch, YouTube takes 30% of the super chats and they take about 50% of the ad revenue. But they're providing a service, right? I'm not even just sucking up to my YouTube overlords. Like right now, where is the bandwidth coming for me to stream this live stream? Who's doing the payment processing? Go get a credit card processor. You're going to pay 2 to 4%, roughly. I mean, I'm not like looking at my contract right now, but I think credit card processing is between maybe 2 to 4, maybe 2 to 5%, depending on the nature of it. So the idea that YouTube would just take 7% or whatever you thought it was, right? YouTube is absolutely earning their 30% in infrastructure, making this all possible. So I am going to Flatirons FPV, thank you for a $50 super chat. This is all going to go... This is all going into a giveaway at the end of the stream. I'm going to start prepping a Google form. That's how I do giveaways. And actually, I always make a point of deleting the old ones, so I'm not keeping people's emails around. I don't want to get in trouble with, leaking people's emails or anything. But let's do a copy. Create a copy. Hello, make a copy. And let's do rename as December 20th live stream giveaway. Okay. And then we don't know what the prize is yet. We still don't know what the prize is. Technically, I got to put that in the terms and conditions to keep YouTube happy. Official cutoff for entries is announced during the stream. I am purchasing these products for prizes using super chat donations from stream. Yeah. Prize will be... We still don't know. Oh, we got another big donation. Iric Toft with a $50 donation, contributing to the prize pool. Thank you so much for your generosity, Iric Toft. D3FPV, thanks for a $5 donation. Just want to see my name up there with Super Deluxe. And Liminal FPV, thanks for a $5 donation. And Flatirons FPV, a $50 donation. And Callie, thanks for a $10 donation. Thanks, everybody, for spreading the love this season. Give away a 3D printer. So here's the thing. I ran a poll. The poll said that they would rather see me give away a lot of small prizes as opposed to one big prize. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with the poll. A lot of small prizes over one big prize. Thank you, Grass Wizard, for $10 contribution. People will always donate more money to like a good cause than to like just giving me money. I'm not complaining. It sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not. I noticed a streamer that I watched did a charity stream for a children's hospital. And like in the first 5 minutes, they raised $5,000. And like normally their streams, they get super chats or whatever. They'll raise a few $100. They're doing fine. But you say, hey, we're raising money for a children's hospital, and people are just like, boom. You say, hey, we're doing a giveaway for Christmas. Boom. We've like, what are we up to? We're up to $800 in donations. Crazy. Crazy. Thank you, Stephanie Kielbasa, for your $5 donation. AK Drone Flyer wants to know, when you enter the giveaway, can you submit an email address that's different than the one that's used to sign in with Google? I mean, I guess, is there a reason you couldn't use the Google one to receive the prize? I mean, all right. So here's what let's do. Here's what I'm going to do. This is easy. Should I give away t-shirts? Should I give away Super Deluxe hats? I was thinking, I could give away ripsticks. I'm just going to give away money. Oh, that's so impersonal. Here's the thing. If I give away money, then I just have to PayPal you money. I don't have to actually get your address. I don't have to send you a prize. You could buy whatever you want with it. How about we just give away money? Give away hoodies? Super Deluxe swag? You decide. What if we said $50? $50. If you decide that you want to buy a Super Deluxe hat with that $50, that's up to you. If you decide you want to buy some stuff from my Teespring store, if you want t-shirts from my Teespring store and you want me to sign it, I'll sign it for you. You can ship it to me and I'll sign it for you, if you prefer. What do you do if you don't have PayPal? We'll figure something out. But that way you could just decide what you want to get. All right. We'll keep collecting. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to do $50 in cash. And we're just going to take all the chat revenue. Oh, that's the wrong window. We'll take the chat revenue. I'll probably throw something in too. Because you know what? Merry Christmas. I don't know how much. I was going to say, I'll throw in half the... Oh, and then I saw what we were up to. And I was like, maybe not. Quite that much money. I can't let Super Deluxe outshine me though, right? Super Deluxe with $400 donations. Am I going to sit here and just let him... I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I am. I don't know. $400 is a lot of money. Meat, I haven't announced how to enter the giveaway yet. So, I haven't done that yet. I should probably finish that up. Prize will be $50 USD delivered via PayPal or some other method suitable to the winner. If you don't have PayPal, it's going to get real weird. I don't know how we're going to... Maybe I'm going to be buying gift cards at Target and they're going to think I'm getting scammed. But that's what we're going to say. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I can cover the other 30% that YouTube's taking. Interesting. I'll think about it. Let's see. Responses. Form is accepting responses. Okay, I'm going to start. I think this is ready to go. I'm going to post the URL in my Discord. I'm going to post the URL. Discord users, try that and tell me if I've screwed something up. Okay? Tell me if I've screwed something up with it. And then once I'm sure the form isn't screwed up, then I'll post it in the chat too. Thank you so much, Michael Jones, for a $50 super chat. Merry Christmas. Kicking into the pool. Seems like we're getting some responses in. Yeah, good. Seems like it's working. Yeah, it's working. Looks good. All right, I'm going to paste. So you can start entering the giveaway. I'm going to do the prize drawing at the end of the stream, but you can start entering the giveaway at that link. And any super chats donated during this stream will go to the giveaway, the Christmas giveaway. Christmas giveaway. Clockwork DG says it's a bad precedent. You've allowed someone to buy your 2 hours. Clockwork DG, we're all allowing someone to buy our 2 hours. We're doing everybody's into the Christmas spirit in the giveaway. Just off the cuff. People start throwing money in a hat, and then we're just going to give it away. Everybody's into it. Yeah, if you want to put $400 of your own money into doing a giveaway for everybody else, yeah, what? No, you know what? Forget it. He's right. I'm not going to let anybody buy my time. We're not doing the giveaway. No, what a dick move that would be. Or just keep the money. Nobody's buying my time. I'm choosing to spend my time doing something cool for the holidays. Yeah. If you can't make it to the end of the stream, don't worry. I will email you. I will email you at the email address you leave. So, okay. In the meantime, let's do some more Q&A. Yeah, we got some more Q&A before we come to the end of the stream, and we do the giveaway. By the way, for the record, if you want to pay me, what are we up to now? The super chats are up to $950. If you want to pay me $950 for 2 hours of my time, I will totally sell you 2 hours of my time. That's a great precedent as far as I'm concerned. That's not a bad precedent. That's a fantastic precedent. That's a great precedent. I will take it. What's that quad next to the Nazgul in the corner? Oh, next to the Nazgul, this one? The Manta from Axis Flying? It's the Axis Flying Manta. Should we look at that on stream? I'm meaning to do a review, and I just keep getting super busy with things that I care about more. But I should really get around to reviewing this, because they did send it to me, and I did say I would review it. So, you know, I really kind of ought to do that. The Axis Flying Manta. There she goes, boys. They sent me the analog version. Did I ask for the analog version? Did they offer the choice? Oh, well, life goes on. I guess that's not the end of the world. Look at that chonker of a flight controller. That's really something, isn't it? Chonker of a flight controller. My God. That's really something. Crossfire receiver. Yeah. It's long arms, too. Do we have 3 screws here? That's interesting. One of those screws is probably just for the flight stack, not for the actual arms, though. I bet that's the case. And some long, spindly arms. It's pretty clean. I agree, it's a clean build. What's the rationale behind the red motor wire? No idea. Just trying to be different. Just trying to be different, I guess. What do we know about the Orca CES rumors? We know that they said that there were 3 products to be announced. One of them is probably the Orca controller. The other 2, I'm going to guess one of them is a new version of the Orca goggles, but don't quote me on that. And the third one, I don't know. The third one is some product that no one gives a shit about. Like a new way of connecting, a new wireless USB link for reading thumb drives. It hooks up your, got it. A new wireless USB card reader that reads your SD card onto the SD card in your goggles. I don't know. Eric Toff, thanks for another $50 super chat. We have now hit $1,000 in donations. That's $700 in giveaways. DMOC86 says, what happens when you break an arm on the Nazgul Evoke with the LED light that's on the arm? DMOC, it's a light pipe. So the LED is not actually in the arm. It shoots the light into the light pipe, and then the light sort of reflects down it. So when you break an arm on the Nazgul Evoke, you just replace the arm. It's no big deal. What's my preferred control link? John Jinx asks. John Jinx, on my freestyle and racing quads, I run Ghost, almost all of them. On my micro quads, I have the Express LRS EP2 receivers with the ceramic antenna on basically all of them. That's my go-to for almost all my builds. Why don't I do Express LRS for all my builds? I still like the simplicity of Ghost. It's just simpler to flash and simpler to work with. So we're not going to stop at 1K, are we? Says Ghost Branch FPV with a €50 donation. Thanks for all you do for the FPV community. Thank you again for being on my live stream yesterday. Thank you so much for the donation, Ghost Branch. So generous. We should Yeah. Save some money for Ciati, says Jackalope FPV. I'll give you a link to that Google form again. This is where you enter the giveaway. This is where you enter the giveaway. We are up to 190 responses. Your odds are pretty damn good. I mean, this is a hell of a, I mean, currently we have 422 viewers. With $1,000, we'll give away $50 each. That's 20 winners. Your odds are really damn good, honestly. B-Man FPV. Did I miss somebody? Oh, I see. Thank you, B-Man FPV, for reminding me that I missed D3 FPV. Thank you, D3 FPV, for a $5 super chat. You can give away a nominal value of Discord benefits for 1 month so the winner can see the value of being a member on Discord. I mean, if I give you $50 and you choose to spend $2 of that on my Patreon so you can be a member of the Discord, that's up to you. That's the beautiful thing about money, is whatever I might offer you instead of money, if I instead just give you money, you can choose to buy that thing if you want to. Can you use the RunCam Split as a standalone HD cam? Would it compare to a Go 2? Lowndes5, do you mean the RunCam HD, the Split HD? Yeah, you can. You could use it. It doesn't compare to an Does it compare to an Insta360 Go 2? Maybe. Ken Hartman, thank you for a $20 super chat. What am I giving away again, says 661FPV. $50. We're just doing a big Christmas giveaway. You can spend the $50 on whatever you like. You could get some you get some stuff from my Teespring store. You can get some stuff from Super Deluxe's Teespring store. Yep, I asked, you know, with $1,000 giveaway, with $1,000, that's $700 to give away. We might could do both. We might could just be like, I'm going to do one big prize and then some smaller prizes. Technically, that's not consistent with the form. I could just edit the form. I have to say the number of winners, don't I? Technically, I didn't say how many winners there would be. Let's see here. How do we sign up for the giveaway? It says June Loco. Again, June Loco, here's the link. Money feels kind of impersonal, but it does have its benefits. I know. Especially for a giveaway like this, where it's just kind of a random thing. Thank you, Do4FPV, for a $5 super chat. Kelly Takai, thank you for a $20 super chat. One big pot. Swayon FPV coming in with an actual question. I'm getting a Nazgul 5 V2 and it's coming with an XL5 V5 frame. I can't find a good STL file to hold a GoPro Hero 7 Black that can help protect the GoPro. Any help? Well, what I would do... So for 3D prints, I go to yeggi.com, Y-E-G-G-I, and we're going to search for Nazgul 5 Hero 7. Let's try that. Yeggi is a 3D print search engine. So here's a 25-degree mount for the XL5 Sedora and Nazgul. It's got pretty decent protection. So, I mean, that's a thing you could do. Swayon FPV. But you can see there's other options here. Here's, oh, that's a Hero 9, so that's no good. Here is another Hero 567 mount with an ND filter. That seems like the winner. That seems like the winner. I'll give you that link in chat to that Thingiverse file. That is for Sway on FPV. Here you go, buddy. Adam Eversmeyer, thank you for a $5 super chat. And Sunshine, thank you for a $20 super chat. It's my birthday. I want to laugh. What's the dumbest idea for an FPV product you've ever seen? I know the answer right off the bat. The dumbest FPV product I've ever seen. I don't even have to hesitate. I know the answer immediately. This is the dumbest FPV product I've ever seen. You ready for it? This is it. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. The AKK New Era Dual Antenna VTX. All they did was they took two antennas in parallel. That's not how any of this works. It's not how any of this works. That's not how any of this works. That's not how antennas work. Dual antennas make a difference. I mean, if it transmits left-hand and right-hand signals, which makes the transmission duple powerful. No, it doesn't. If you transmit a left-hand and a right-hand signal at the same time, they cancel each other out and you get a linear signal. Obviously, that depends on the orientation and alignment of the antennas. So, reality, you're not getting that. But you can't just take two antennas. Like, I never found the answer. Is there any impedance matching on this VTX? Or are these antennas simply in parallel? I don't think there's impedance matching. I would bet that there's not. Like, let's look at this. Let's look. Can we get a closer look at this? Open image in new tab. Oh, shut the flip up. Are you for real? Oh, shut up. Do we have... Can we see? Zoom. There we go. Do we have impedance matching here? I don't know. Maybe that's a capacitor. It's possible that there's impedance matching. If there's impedance matching, then this is still the dumbest thing I've ever seen in FPV, but only by like a factor of 5 instead of like a factor of 10. If there's not impedance matching, then it's tuned completely wrong. You can't just put antennas in parallel. So let's give AKK the benefit of the doubt and assume they put some capacitors and inductors on here and they match the impedance correctly for the antennas. You still can't just take a left-hand and a right-hand antenna, transmit the same signal out of both of them, and act like that's going to have some benefit. Dumbest thing I've ever seen. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Thank you, Tiago Atui, for a $2 super chat, CGM for a $5 super chat, and Romulus FPV for a $7 super chat. I tried GPS rescue on the Flywheel Explorer. Default setup 10 sats. It disarmed. What do I need to look at? Romulus FPV, this is the problem with Betaflight GPS rescue, which is that when GPS rescue doesn't work, you can't figure out why. It's really difficult. So I can only guess. My best guess is that you were closer than 100 meters to your home position, and Betaflight won't do GPS rescue if you're closer than 100 meters to the home position. That's my best guess. JRFPV says, what about two antennas, one on the front, one on the back of the quad for long range? JRFPV, if the antennas were impedance matched to if the VTX was correctly impedance matched to have two antennas in parallel, you're starting to get in the area where maybe it might make sense, but it's still tricky. Eric Allen says, aren't you supposed to have both left hand and right hand on the goggles? Having dual antennas on a diversity receiver is different than having two antennas on the VTX. Drone Asharia wants to know, how do I remove the black glue on the Crossfire Nano UFL connector without damaging any components of the connector itself? Well, Drone Asharia, it's a bit of a crapshoot. Hold on. Do I actually have a Crossfire? I don't actually know if I do have a Crossfire receiver. So I don't. So all I have is this antenna. Now, I have Crossfire receivers in quads, but not a whole Crossfire receiver new in the box. Told you, I'm using Ghost and Express LRS. What I would generally do is I would take the antenna, and it's got that goop on it, and it's stuck down, right? And I would peel it. I would peel it this way, okay? I would peel it like that. I'm trying to do it so you can actually see. I would come underneath it, maybe with my finger, and peel it up like that. And you see, that way it is coming disconnected from the UFL connector, and the glue is kind of peeling up. Now, you don't want to damage it, so like don't put a lot of force on it and bend it like that. Don't do that. I can break this antenna, I guess. But just sort of grip it like so, and then kind of lever it up like this, and it should come off. I think that's going to maximize your odds of not damaging it. That's what I would say. Holy crap. Garfly FPV, thank you for $100 super chat. We are up to $1,200 for the giveaway. Actually, well, that's how many donations we've got. John Whitewater Jr. says, if you spin it before you pull it off, it breaks the black stuff. I've heard stories of people trying to do that and breaking it off, though. So it's a bit of a crapshoot. Some people say you got to heat it up. That may also help. Revo FPV, thanks for a $5 super chat. Thanks for all your help, JB. How much power will 2 LED strips use on a quad? Each one has 3 5730 LED chips. I don't know how much a 5730 LED pulls. I would have to look at the spec sheet or measure it using an amp meter. A typical RGB LED, I think they max out around 60 milliamps is the number I have in my head. Romulus FPV says, what's the setting I need to change? I was less than 100 meters. So Romulus, you can change the setting, sort of. Can I go to the CLI? Oh, it doesn't work unless you... hang on a second. Let me plug this. Virtual mode apparently doesn't work with the CLI. Go figure. We're gonna do the giveaway real soon. We're coming to the end of the stream. Hello, CLI. No. Hello. Video. No. Okay. Hello. CLI. There we go. GPS rescue. Min DTH. That's the min DTH. So the parameter you want to change is GPS _rescue _min DTH. However, the minimum distance you can set it to is 50 meters. You cannot return to home closer than 50 meters to home under any circumstances. The default is 100 meters. You can change it as low as 50 if you prefer, but you can't go below 50. All right. Bad for Life says he's removed 10 Crossfire antennas by spinning them in a circle. Oh, did I give the wrong link? I'm sorry, guys. I forgot that I had that GoPro mount. Hang on. If you want to enter the giveaway, here is the link. Apologize for that confusion. Here is the giveaway link. We're going to do the drawing in just about 5 or 10 minutes, okay? So go ahead and get entered. We're currently at 280 responses. I'm not announcing this anywhere else either. You got to be on the stream to get on this action. Dirty Deed says, if I bought multicolor changing LEDs to add to a whoop with no LED control, will they just power up in blue-white? So Dirty Deeds, if they are programmable LEDs, they will not light up if you don't give them a data signal. I'm pretty sure they just don't light up. But all Betaflight, well, most Betaflight flight controllers have an LED strip pad that you can solder to. Thank you, Pilot Extreme, for a $10 super chat. Thanks for all your help and knowledge. Yeah. Jeff Hendricks, thanks for a $5 super chat. Crow FPV, thanks for a $20 super chat. Any ideas about Crossfire refusing to bind on EdgeTX? So here's the thing about that. I've had several questions recently from people saying, I switched to EdgeTX and now Crossfire won't bind or Tracer won't bind. I don't see how EdgeTX could cause that. If you plug in the module to USB, look, I'm going to take the module out of the radio. Okay? Now, I'm just going to power it up from USB. At this point, do you understand? I can put this into binding mode. Look, it's binding. I can bind this with no radio connected to it whatsoever. It's just doing its thing. Okay? So when you say, well, EdgeTX is keeping it from binding, I don't understand. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. The binding process is 100% between the radio, between the module, and the receiver. You know what I need to do? Hang on. I just realized something. Oh, yeah, this is going to be good. Oh, interesting. Is that not working? That's weird. Huh. Is that not working? What are you doing? Or did you get screwed up because the new camera came in? Oh, that's not okay. There we go. That's better. I don't know how that happened. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to copy that transform. And then we're going to go here. And we're going to paste that transform. There. Oh, that didn't work like I thought it would. I don't know why that didn't go better. Anyway. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. I'm on my own desk. Yeah, so I don't see how EdgeTX could cause you to not be able to bind. This is what I'm saying. All right. Ntsc77, thanks for a $5 super chat. Newbie here. Suggestions on a new transmitter with that digital TBS Mamba Tango 2 Pro. Suggestions on a new transmitter. I mean, Mamba or Tango 2. Mamba if you want Tracer, Tango 2 Pro if you want, or Tango 2. I'm not sure the Tango 2 Pro is really worth it because it just has the foldable gimbals and it's out of stock everywhere anyway. So if you had the wrong, no, model match would not cause it not to bind. Model match, it would still bind and you'd have green LED. Is that true? Maybe you're right. Could model match cause it not to bind? Maybe you're right. Yeah, so if we look inside the... Sorry, but I got to answer this question before we get to the giveaway. If you look inside the radio... on the model key... under model setup, if you have a receiver number here, when you bind, it'll remember the receiver number. And then if you load a model with a different receiver number, it'll refuse to bind. But if you're trying to rebind, that should get reset. So I don't think so. Leo Pont says, I was on EdgeTX and TBS Agent Lite would not connect to the TX module. Went back to OpenTX and it worked. I'm on the TX16S. That's pretty weird too, Leo Ponce. I'm not sure about that. I mean, could it have, I don't know, like something to do with the baud rate, but obviously the TX16S should work. We're using the old Lewis script. The old Lewis script doesn't work on HTX, I think. I've heard some reports of that. So you need TBS Agent Lite. You do not want the old TBS Crossfire Lewis script. Yeah. All right. All right. We are 10 minutes to the end of the stream. It's time to take care of the giveaway. Alessandro AU says, model match wasn't communicated by OpenTX in older versions, so the receiver would have been bound by 0, but it might set non-zero in your model config and prevent a link when you updated. But Alessandro, I think he's trying to rebind a new receiver or an old receiver, at which point model match should get reset. Okay. Ntsc77 with your $5 super chat about a new transmitter. I would take the Tango 2 over the Mamba because I think Crossfire is a better control link. However, if TBS opens up LoRa in Tracer, then I would take the Mambo. Between those two. Okay. Last chance to get your giveaway, to get in on the giveaway. I'm pasting the link one more time. I'm going to wait like 3 more minutes and then we're going to do it. We are up to $1.3 thousand in donations. 1,300 times 0.7 is $900 in donations. I'm going to kick in 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me kick in the 30%. So we'll give away, 9, 10 minus 1,300. That's $400. Jeez. Wow. That hurts. That's a lot of money. Super Deluxe kicked in $400. I guess I'm going to do it. I'm going to match Super Deluxe's donations. That's what happens when you drink on stream, boys. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Hang on a second. Well, I can't find, does it have the AGO1 gimbals? No. All right. Well, I can't find the Minchan Kim Radio Master. So here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to, the 533 one is out of stock too. Dang. Here's what we're going to do. I hope you guys will be patient with me while I'm giving away $1,300. We're going to give away a Radio Master TX16S Max. I'm showing the 533 edition, which you're welcome to. However, you could also just, if you're like outside the USA, that's different. Or you could just get it from anywhere. We're going to give away a TX16S Max with a set of AGO1 gimbals. Let me go back and change the terms and conditions of the giveaway. Prize will be 1 TX16S Max radio with 1 set of AGO1 gimbals given to 1 winner. So that is going to be $300, $400, let's say it's $450. So then 1,300 minus 450, that leaves $850. Divided by 50 is 17 winners. So we're going to draw 17 more winners. And $50 in PayPal cash or other form suitable to the winner, given to 17 winners. Okay. It's official. It is set in stone. So the only thing that to do then is the giveaway only for U.S. participants. No, of course not, Nick. Of course not. The only thing to do then is to draw the winners. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that without accidentally leaking your email addresses, which would be rude at the very least. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to mark it as no longer accepting responses. Entries are officially cut off. One IFPV, did you not get in? Ouch. I'm going to download the CSV. These are the entries. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete the username column, the email addresses. So now the email addresses are deleted. However, it would probably be fine to show your name on the stream because I said, for the sake of announcing the winners, what is your first and last name? Right? Okay. So here we go. We're going to go over to the screen. There are no email addresses on screen. Okay. So the way that I do these drawings is I insert a column and I just I fill the column with random numbers. Don't freak out yet. Nothing has happened yet. So now it's full of random numbers. And then what I do is I select all and I sort. So I'm about to sort. Data. Sort. Sort by random. Sort on cell values, smallest to largest. Now, when I do this, it's going to redo the random values. Okay? Every time you... Watch, hang on. Every time you change watch the random values, okay? Do you see them up here? Do you see that every time I touch the spreadsheet, the random values are recalculated? So when I run this sort, the random values are going to change, and it's going to look like it didn't sort correctly. And okay, so don't freak out. We're going to sort smallest to largest. The first one is going to be the winner of the AGO1, and the remaining 17 are going to be winners of $50, and that's how it's going to go. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so it redid the numbers, but they are sorted correctly, I think. Anyway, that's how we do it. So the winner of the AGO1 is Sonic Tonic 72 Pete Wilson. Wins the AGO1. And then we need 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Everybody else is not a winner. These guys all win $50. Robert Schlicht. Hang on. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever. Robert Schlicht, Joseph Salisbury, Jared Gallagher, Matt Stacy, Aaron Grimes, Adam Slusser, Jesus Hernandez, Tim Herberger, Christy Stanley, Marky Mark, Jessica Dvorak, Alexis Diaz, Armulfo Amazuka, Alex Suarez, Yvonne McLeod, Ian Zahn, and Jacob Brubaker. Congratulations to the winners there. Happy holidays to everybody who won and to everybody who participated. Thank you. Thank you so much to Super Deluxe for their incredible generosity. They gave $400 and they tempted me to match it. So I kicked in another 400. My accountant is not going to be happy with me, but whatever. Happy holidays to you guys. She thinks that when I do giveaways, I should get more marketing value. I should like be getting publicity instead of just giving $400 away on a live stream with like 400 people who were already there anyway. What are you going to do? I will be contacting the winners. Hey, before you get any ideas, I will be contacting the winners via email. I have your email addresses. So nobody go, hey, my name is Robert Schlicht. Send me my money. I have your email address. I know whether you're trying to do that. That's going to do it for the giveaway. Siati, have a great stream. Have a great stream, man. And, yeah. The random numbers regenerated after the sort. I explained that. Thank you. I showed the process. The process was fair. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, retention is valuable. It's not going to give away $1,300 every stream. Happy flying, everybody. Y'all have a very, very good night. See how you have a great stream. That's going to do it. We're out of here. Give away $1,300. Well, technically, I gave away $400. Happy holidays, you guys.